Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to Dictember, an inaugural BookTube event created by Mark at Book Time with Elvis that we're doing for the month of September. We're reading about house dicks, about private detectives, amateur detectives of all kinds for the month of September. Just a blast. I have found so many authors that I have either encountered for the first time or reevaluated in such a wonderful way. This has just been wonderful for me. It's just been wonderful. I haven't seen all that many Dictober videos from anybody else, but I've been having a blast, and I intend to continue. I'm going to read a few more things tonight to wrap up the month. But last night I read a winner. Absolute winner. Loved it. This is by Phyllis Bentley, and these are mysteries starring Miss Phipps, who is once again an older crime solver. She's a mystery writer, and she gets involved in these murder mysteries. But this is the book is called Chain of Witnesses, and it's a collection of Miss Phipps' short stories. I don't know much about Phyllis Bentley or about Miss Phipps. This was my first encounter with the creation. I don't think there were any novels, just short stories, and I gobbled them down. They are so good. They're just so good. Now, Miss Phipps she involves herself. She's a writer who writes murder mysteries, which is, kind of the extra wrinkle, the Jessica Fletcher wrinkle that doesn't happen with Miss Marple. Miss Marple is conspicuously idle. She doesn't do anything. Miss Phipps is still working. She's still writing. But that gets her involved in murder mysteries of all kinds. And she does have official help. She befriends, in one of the first stories, she befriends Detective Sergeant Tarrant. I imagine that's him on the cover. And they quickly realize that they are kind of spiritual comrades in arms. And like so many figures do in the Miss Marple stories, he quickly realizes what a resource she is. That it would not be a waste of his time to consult with her. Not at all. And they make a pretty good team. In fact, the one problem I had with these stories is that I wished that more had been done with that. I don't know anything about, like I mentioned, I don't know anything about Phyllis Bentley. I have no idea about the state of her literary estate. But what I wouldn't give for that literary estate to allow someone else to write a Miss Phipps novel, or more than one, and keep Detective Sergeant Tarrant, or whatever rank that he achieves, keep and enhance that relationship. I think that would be wonderful. That was my only complaint with this was loss of opportunity. In some of the other old mystery authors, Golden Age mystery authors that I've read, I'm reading them and I'm enjoying the stories, but I'm thinking there's exactly enough of this in the world. It doesn't need to be any more. But here, no. There's so much potential here. There's so much potential in these stories that is untapped. But nevertheless, boy oh boy, can Bentley write. These are richly atmospheric. They're meditative and almost playful. They're kind of like what you would want Agatha Christie to do all the time. Agatha Christie doesn't do it often enough because you got the impression that she was so rushed for time, had so many deadlines, that often her books just hurtle along. When she stops and pauses to reflect, she gets this way. But actually, the author that it more reminded me of was Georgette Heyer. Her murder mysteries are more akin to what Phyllis Bentley does. I have no idea if they knew each other, or if one read the other. But I also have no idea if this author is in print, or what else she wrote. Like so much else of Dictember, this is just a sort of an open tab in my memory, because I will just continue to explore this author and a whole bunch of others that I've encountered this month. So Dictember for me has been a huge success. And it's only got one day left. That's only one more day to do this. So I will read another Private Eye tonight, and I will report back. And we'll do a few wrap-up ideas. But that's it. Just a brief update on what I read. The Miss Phipps stories were wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Cannot recommend them strongly enough. So that's it. That is Dictember for today, and I will wrap this up. But I will see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.